was a weather disaster unparalleled in the eastern USA.
One of the most severe snowstorms ever recorded, the Great Blizzard of 1888, buried cities from Philly to Boston in double-digit snowfall. The state of New York bearing the brunt of the storm. Near Albany, snow totals reached upwards of 58 inches.
It was basically a super powerful northeaster with sustained winds that reached up to 50 miles an hour in New York City, but gusts of hurricane force, 75, 80 miles an hour, with the temperature plunging rapidly.
The death toll unimaginable. More than 400 people perishing, 200 in New York alone. Folks who did make it home were stuck there for days. Railroads shut down after massive derailments in the snow. The cost, $25 million, and that's in 1880s currency. More than a century later, we still benefit from some of the effects of that storm. The snow damage to the elevated rail system in New York City led to the planning for the city's current subway system, now one of the most extensive in the world. And the breakdown of the telegraph and the fledgling telephone system led to changes in communications equipment.
This was a major reason why telegraph and telephone poles, which were above ground, were soon being put mostly underground. It was pretty obvious that any storm, maybe even not that bad, could do things like this, although it did lead to a perhaps overdue change to underground.
No winter storm even close to that magnitude has struck the contiguous United States in the 120 plus years since. And the blizzard of 1888 will always be remembered as the first natural disaster that was widely documented by photograph.
It is March 11th, 1888. Everyone stay indoors tonight. There's going to be a giant blizzard. There are strong winds of 80 miles per hour. There are going to be snowfalls of 10 to 58 inches. We are shutting down all railroads. Do not drive or go outside. If you are out, find some shelter. It's going to be a rough, long few days.
Blizzard is a severe snowstorm with winds 35 miles per hour or more and a visibility of a fourth mile or less due to the wind blowing.
Blizzards can occur all over the world except near the equator. Any place snow falls, a blizzard can occur. In the United States, blizzards occur in the upper Midwest and the Great.
Some common states that blizzards occur are Minnesota, New York, Colorado, North Dakota, Iowa, and Alaska. Blizzards can also occur on mountaintops. They are common in these places because of temperature, altitude, and terrain.
Okay, now we need to explain the picture. Just
And
leave
then-
it going. Just leave it going. Just leave it going.
This picture shows where blizzards are most common in the United States. The darker the states are, the more blizzards occur there.
So Blizzard Alley is very dark, meaning 41 to 74 blizzards occur there from 1959 to 2000. California is light, none or very little blizzards.
Are most common between late fall and early spring since those months are cold in most places. In order for a blizzard to occur, the temperature needs to be below freezing. Blizzards can occur
For blizzards to form, there needs to be three things: cold air at the surface, lots of moisture, and a lift. Temperatures below freezing, above and below the clouds, are important because otherwise the snow will melt.
Picture shows how snow melts to rain. The snow starts to melt in the warm layer, then it can refreeze and become sleet, or if it is still warm, it will melt and turn to rain.
Air blows over bodies of water, which forms water vapor. The water vapor evaporates and rises over cold air. The wind pulls warm air by the equator towards the poles, or cold air from the poles is pulled towards the equator. The warm and cold air meeting forms a
Cold air is above and below clouds, so it will snow. If snow isn't cold near the ground, it will be freezing. Features of a blizzard are decreasing temperatures, increased snowfalls, strong winds, and reduced visibility. A blizzard can last 3 or more hours, and it can also last.
The scale used to measure blizzards was made by meteorologists Paul Cosin and Louis Isani. It ranks snowstorms from 1 to 5, 1 being notable and 5 being extreme. Only 2 known blizzards are Category 5. The 1993 storm of the century and the North American blizzard of 19...
Warning is issued when blizzard conditions with a visibility of 1/4 a mile or less and high winds of 35 miles per hour or higher are expected to occur for at least 3 hours. A blizzard watch means the weather conditions make it possible for a blizzard to occur and is issued 12 to 24 hours before a blizzard. A watch means it may occur.
Blizzards cause an average of 400 deaths every year in the United States, which is an average of 2,000 deaths every 5 years.
Around 800 Americans died in car wrecks due to snowstorms in 2011 through 2015. In 2014, blizzards cost New York $3.7 billion.
Another tip is to have a fireplace or generator since many homes lose
Another
power.
tip is to stay off roads during a blizzard since many crashes occur. You also want to make sure you have non-perishable foods and water in case power goes out and your refrigerator and freezer stop working.
Some more tips are to stay hydrated, stay indoors, keep a winter safety kit. Watch for frostbite and make sure your car is at least half a tank of gas. You want to have fuel in your car because if there's only a small amount of gas in your car, the lines can freeze, causing your car to not
Blizzards
start.
cause frozen pipes to burst, roofs to collapse due to lots of snow in them. The high winds cause trees to break, ice dams form on roofs, and melting snow causes basement
The blizzard that cost Illinois lots of money was the Chicago blizzard of 1967. The blizzard cost Illinois a total of $150 million. Transportation was stopped, about 1,000 buses and 20,000 cars were stranded. A total of 26 people died. 2,500 workers were needed. In most places, there was an average of 23 inches of snow. Around 500 snowplows were used. 273 looters were arrested after the blizzard.
The most severe blizzard that hit the United States was the Great Blizzard of 1888. The heavy rains turned to snow very quickly. It was an average of 40 to 50 inches of snow, and the blizzard was on the East Coast. It was from March 11th to March 14th of 1888, and there were wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour.
The 1888 cost over 400 deaths, which is the highest death toll from a United States snowstorm. Many people had to stay in their homes for a week. The strong winds sunk around 200 ships. The railway and telegraph were disabled. The storm cost $25 million in damage, which would equal $700 million in 2019. It was nicknamed the Great White.
The storm left 15,000 people stranded on trains. New Hampshire got an average of 36 inches, New York got 55 inches, and Connecticut got 45 inches. Around 1,000 animals frozen.
Accident blizzards are that they can cause hypothermia and they can also cause whiteouts. A whiteout is Some facts about blizzards are that they can cause hypothermia and they can also cause whiteouts. A whiteout is when a blizzard causes the visibility to be near zero.
Blizzards also cause the roads to be slick and icy. About 70% of deaths caused by blizzards are caused by car crashes. Car crashes are common during blizzards since there is low visibility and slippery roads.
So beware of all the dangers of blizzards because one could occur at any moment causing huge drifts, power outages, strong winds, blinding wind-driven snow. Because of these dangers, you should seek shelter immediately. Keep energy supplies in your trunk. Always have your gas tank full and make sure someone always knows your time of arrival and your location.
Also beware of frostbite. Make sure you have a cover on your car because of the snow and ice, and stay alert of hard driving conditions.
Stay safe from ice on a walkway or driveway or front porch, creating the chance of slipping and falling.
The warm air rises. Blizzards can also occur on mountaintops. They are covered in these